Living on the water is the only life we know. Yo, ho, ho, ho. It's time for the Bodie Show.
Hi, Steph.
Hi, Jeff.
We were having a nice show before the show, and then I heard the music, and it made me happy, and it got me amped.
Yeah. Here we go. I'm not sure what that says.
All right, we got a good show. We have somebody who's going to call in any second now if it works, and so we're just going to get going. And when that interrupts, we'll try and have it be on the fly, right?
We'll jump over to that segment. Okay,
Yeah,
The segment, to be clear, is someone needs to talk about boats, so they're going to call us to do so. That's the segment.
It's the call-in segment. Anything goes.
Call-in segment.
It's the call-in segment. Anything goes. They could call in and ask about the obscure rules of curling, and which is we're going to use as a segue in a moment to catch up and hear what you've been up to, and then I'll tell you what I've been up to.
Okay. Oh, right now, what I've been up to? Well, I've been curling and I've been watching curling, and that's about it. No, and I guess sort of enjoying winter. It's pretty wintry. People, I'm not going to go on and on about it. Everybody's aware.
Oh, we have a caller.
All right, let's go.
Hello, this is the Bodie Show.
Hi, this is Anna.
Hi, Anna. Welcome. We're so glad you called
Anna.
in.
Thanks for having me. How are you guys doing?
We're pretty good. We were just doing the catch-up segment of the show, and Steph was saying that she's either curling or watching curling. We got as far as that, and then you called.
Oh, good.
It's so good to hear your voice, Anna. How are you?
Aw, I'm good. I figured I needed to call in to catch up, so that worked out. You guys just finished the catch-up segment, and here we go, continuing it. We're good. We're getting snowed in here, I think.
It's about to, this forecast, I'm in Philly, you're in where are you?
We're in New York City, in Brooklyn, and it's looking, well, it was sleeting, so it was melting, and now it looks like it might be collecting a little bit on the cop cars outside the window, so.
Oh, you're getting actual white stuff. We're still, here in Philly, I'm looking at just sort of drizzly, rainy blah.
Okay. Yeah, we got some white stuff.
The forecast has been swinging all over the place here for this nor'easter.
What about you, Steph? What's happening up on the river?
We're not getting, this storm is not hitting us at all. So we're just sitting around with the enormous amount of snow that we've had for the last month and a half.
Oh,
got it. And you're iced over, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. But we had a warm spell. Yep. It's kind of up and down.
That's been a big question amongst people that I have interacted with. Hey, what's going on with the ice at the river? Steph, would you give us the ice report, please?
I would love to give you the ice report. It's icy. That's it. I will say
Can you drive things on the ice?
Yeah, people are doing that. But, honestly, people do that every winter. It really depends. You know how this works. It's like in the bays. Yeah. It's super, it's pretty safe to drive on all over, Lake of the Isles or whatever. But this year it was so different because most of the river did ice over. So people were shooting back and forth to, whatever, grindstone and GAN and whatever. But I will say that we did have a big warm up and a bunch of rain. And so we drove down just to look around yesterday, and there's a lot of wet spots out there. So,
all right.
There's still a lot of ice, but things have, this time of year, the days get longer, and we're going to have 40 degrees next weekend. So I would say it's been a super icy year, but it's getting a little sketch.
Have you seen my favorite ice behavior, which is that it's very icy, it's very cold, and because it's a river, there are still places where it just won't freeze over because the current is boiling up, and then you get ice smoke, but just on those spots. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
so cool.
Yeah. There was totally. It's a great description of it. And there's for a while it was like the channel was open, so there was just the river smoke or whatever you want to call it, sea smoke, but not was just right down the middle of the river, kind of, and then that iced over. And right now it's broke. It's like it's open again under the bridge, but for a while it was like frozen all the way under the bridge and everything, and there were just little open patches, like Fisher's Landing, those places where there's a ton of current, like you said, around little islands. And then also, like, when you go over the Canadian span and you look down and there's tons of little islands, that stayed open. That's like little patches open. Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah.
What about I'm just thinking about ice terminology. And what about the pressure crack where it like makes a mound in the middle?
Yes.
Can you see that from the land?
I think like you really can't see much because there's so much snow. We've got 3 feet of snow that we've had for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
You don't really
Well,
see much of the ice at all.
Okay. I remember when Sean Brabba and I decided to drive my Saab across sometime in the early 2000s. We went to Kenny Brabba, obviously, to figure out if it was okay to go across. And he said, as long as you can jump the pressure crack.
That's a great answer.
And meaning like not, so I don't know. I think maybe I was picturing in my like 20 something brain, like an actual crack. But then he was like, well, the Saab's good. It's got that undercarriage shield. And then when we got to the pressure crack, I realized what he meant because it's like a mound.
What did you do? Like, what did you do then, Anna?
Well, this was a really smart move that we did. We got everybody out of the car. I think we had 6 kids in the car, obviously. So we got them all out except for Sean and I stayed in. Like good pretend siblings, and we opened the sunroof, obviously, left the hatchback open, no seatbelts, windows down, and we gunned it.
And
we made it.
You jumped the ice ridge?
Well, we just scraped the bottom of the car really hard and probably could have done it very slowly, but something felt like we should do it fast, you know?
Well done.
Because nobody can see this in this audio format, I need to explain what's happening with me physically. I feel and I am also physically showing signs of immense, overwhelming, warm, fuzzy joy at all of this. Aww. That's great. I want to harken back. You asked Kenny Brabbaugh if it was cool.
Kenny. Yeah. So Kenny is one of Sean Brabba's uncles. And so I had driven over there from St. Lawrence and brought some fellow friends from there. And Sean was in town in Clayton where he grew up. And we were like, well, how do we know if we can go across the ice? And obviously all of us came to the conclusion that we go ask Kenny. We did.
Can I share a story? There's a long tradition of asking Kenny or somebody else. Does Kenny wear Carhartts?
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, I don't know if Ken, well, he definitely wouldn't say it was a name brand. That's for sure.
All right.
Kenny wears Kenny pants, you know, he's a man of his own.
Okay. Does he wear, work clothes?
He doesn't want sponsors.
Does he wear work clothes? Like, is he doing stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay. He's doing stuff. So
absolutely.
One year at Ice Party, it had been really warm, and we decided that South Bay was probably the only place where the ice was thick enough. And so we went back there, and the ice had thawed around the docks and along the water. We were at the boat ramp at the back of TI Park, right? So, a few of us were like, all right, we gotta go out there. It's fine. Like, it's so thick. As soon as you get away from the part where it's water along the edge, where it's not thick, specifically, there's just water, and it'd be fine out there, right? It's like 2 feet thick. It hasn't melted out there. And Steph and Missy, to their credit, shut us down. They're like, nope, no way. You guys are idiots. No friggin' way. Are we putting the kids out there? We're not doing it. You guys are idiots. You're idiots. You're idiots. And then this random dude came off the ice. He had been out ice fishing, and he's all strapped up in all sorts of Carhartt work clothes that are all vintaged and used because it's just like he does stuff in his work clothes. He's not posing. And Steph and Missy were like, we'll go ask this guy. And they asked that guy. He's like, oh yeah, it's fine. You just don't let the kids near the edge. And they like immediately were like, all right, let's go. And we piled out there, built a fire.
Yeah.
That ice party, I recall somebody went and got Larry Yaley's golf cart, and we put the kids in a giant Tupperware bin, and we were like, we were towing them around with a golf cart and whipping it.
Yep. Well, this is all very connected because the reason that I feel so safe with Kenny's Uncle Kenny's ice, knowledge is that as a child, he would take us out in French Bay area, I guess, right by Clayton. He would ride the 3-wheeler, obviously. And then he had a hood of a truck that he had changed to the back of the 3-wheeler. And then we would sit on that. And it went fine until the one time it broke through the top layer of the ice and we all got really wet. But it wasn't like we didn't drown. We just got a little wet. So that's why Uncle Kenny is the right person to ask.
Yeah.
Safety. He knows what he's talking about. There's a way to have fun and be dangerous.
Have
Fine
fun.
line.
Safety, have
Fine
fun.
line.
Have safety, have fun, and be dangerous. It's a three-legged stool.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, in general, asking people that have already done it is a good idea. That's how I feel about it.
Facts.
Like,
Yes.
did you just do it and you're still alive? You have some credibility.
Pulse check. Yes.
All right.
I agree.
This has been a really good. This has been a good ice update. Anna, do you have a question for the
I
Bodie
do
show?
have a question for you. It's
let's hear
it's one for you as boat parents, actually, like not, boating youngsters. Now yours are a lot older, but we have an up and coming boat license candidate. Shep has just turned 10. And so we were just thinking, well, who better to ask than the Bodie Show about some tips as we enter this phase of kids getting boat licenses, kids piloting on their own. Like, did your kids do a course? Did they just do the online thing? Like, just opening up that, again, asking people who have done it before.
Exciting. It's exciting time. I can't believe he's 10. That's very cool.
I know.
Is he, my first question is like, how does he feel about it? Is he pumped up?
He's
Is he
like,
ready to go?
I'm ready. He's like, he literally asked me last night, can I take the boater safety course on the internet tomorrow? He's ready.
That's exciting. I think my kids did it in person, like an all-day class at the nature center or something. But I think that if he's excited to do it, my initial gut reaction is that, get him on it.
No.
I don't think the in-person class adds anything.
No, it does. It adds a lot.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
okay.
Jeff's got it. Jeff says, let's hear it.
All right. First, let's just
All right,
preface this.
Hold on. I'm going to put you on speaker so Stefan can hear you. He was making coffee over here, but I'll put him on speaker.
Surprise.
So he can hear. Yeah, right? I know it's strange that he's making coffee.
That's a little sarcastic joke because
on.
Stefan has an excellent, remarkable company called Pour Steady that makes pour-over coffee machines, commercial pour-over coffee machines. They manufacture in Brooklyn, which we have all been told is possible because domestic manufacturing's dead, but there it is. It's happening. And this is a serendipitous little cross-reference. I just released 2 episodes, one with an interview with Stefan, the other an interview with Derek Luos on the other podcast, You Teach the Machines. And it's pretty sweet. It's a great conversation about being an entrepreneur in this moment. So little plug for You Teach the Machines. You can find it at youteachthemachines.com. All the episodes are there. Hi, Stefan.
Hey, Jeff.
All right, let's get back to boats. So question about, I'm going to just set the stage here. Steph thinks boat licensing is complete bullshit. And so anything that Steph says needs to be processed through a filter of skepticism and outright derision. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And well, before you guys get into it, I also want to say that we're coming from the Larson Holt perspective, where Caroline, Anna's mother, still has her boater safety card from when she was 10 or whenever it was when she got it as a child, and did not have to take the course because she could produce it despite.
I still have mine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the question is, as parents of kids who are now, young adult boaters, what do we, what's our thought? What's our perspective? What's our approach to kids getting licenses and getting out there?
You're more specifically, I don't know, I'm going to reframe, like, I don't know. I don't think it's that you learn nothing. I just think that the course, like, specifically, I'm not interested in taking boater safety, but also, like, for kids to take it, sure, why not? But it is mostly about jet skis. But tell us why you think it's better to do it in person, right? It's true, right? So why is it better to do it in person for the kids than to do it, like, on the online, Jeff?
Because they get to look around at other people that they're going to be out on the water with and realize that everybody's in this together.
Ooh.
Okay.
Community boater angle.
Well,
You don't see other boaters except from a distance. When you're all in the same room, it's different.
Exactly. And there's a miracle that happens on the water, which is everybody's trying to be safe out there and not kill each other, which does happen. People can be unsafe and they can hit each other and people can die. And so as a parent, like, you really want your kids to understand the sort of shared responsibility of being on the water. It's not just about you and your boat, knowing what port and starboard is and which marks are which and whether or not you're supposed to be on a jet ski after dark and that kind of thing. You want them to look around that room and realize, like, oh, okay, yeah, we all need to, like, help take care of each other here.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, having been saved by both of you at certain times on the river. So
You're the
I
only.
remember one night off a death dealer.
Yeah, I was
think you're
just
right.
about to bring that up. You want to tell that story,
Oh gosh.
or do you want me to?
I can tell it.
Yeah.
I was just a passenger. I don't think Anna wants to tell the story, but we were cruising home in the Whaler after hanging out with y'all. I forget.
No, it was a wedding. It was
a wedding.
Julia's wedding.
Oh my God, it was Julia's wedding.
Sorry,
Julian-
Jules.
Yeah.
Julia and Rich's
Right?
wedding.
Yeah, no, I guess it was even more going on. So yeah, we were coming home from the wedding, and Anna in her family even is kind of the best navigator at
Oh
night.
man, I don't know about that.
Well, I mean,
I vote Carl.
she doesn't use Carl, but Anna did a lot of like cruising around the river at night as a teenager, I think more than anybody else. And so she knows.
Throw me under the bus.
No. I'm going to praise you, like all hail, because like cruising around with Anna for the last 15 years on the river at night is kind of a superpower where she can sort of make out the top of a hill and line it up with the light of some other building on the other way and say that there's a shoal there and you guys stay right here. And she and her dad will cruise around at night every time, telling the stories of that shoal and that shoal, and confirming what they're seeing, and really using their river knowledge to navigate by landmarks. But I'm not that person. And Anna is also, more of a technophobe. So she wasn't out there. This is also a different era. So she's not out there with an app. And we're coming back from the wedding. And all of a sudden, and I just trust her, because it's at night and she's been taking me around the river for years at that point. And all of a sudden, she goes, oh my God, and like immediately starts to tilt the motor up and like look around and cut the engine. And then we just go boom, 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 boom. And and she had, I guess, the wrong landmark in her mind.
I didn't know where I was. It was one of those moments where I thought we were somewhere where we weren't. And it was actually a situation, I think, that's happened to all of us. I feel like where your speed really matters. And it's like all of a sudden at night, I don't know if I'm sure you guys have had something like this. Like all of a sudden, because you're going slower, it feels weird. And it's like, wait, we should already be at that. Or maybe we already passed it. Or you know what I mean? Because you're used to how long it takes up.
Steph was just nodding violently. Right? Yeah. You're used to like
nodding wildly. Like you want to go slower and you should be going a little slower, but you're right. The speed that you're used to is part of how you navigate. And so sometimes you slow it down.
Of the variables.
Yeah, I mean, Anna has like an internal clock. It's like you go 30 seconds in that direction and then you make sure you're hanging off to the port.
But I think that's the thing that I really didn't realize until that night, that I relied on that so much. So anyways, we did hit something, but also I was pregnant. Let's not.
Yeah, that's.
Anna was pregnant, and we were like.
But it was with Shep, guys, and he's getting his boater license. Sorry.
This is why this is actually part of the story. This is not a segue. I was going to ask if Stefan, were you pregnant? No. Anna was pregnant.
I mean,
not that we know of.
I mean, I had something to do with it, but I can't take credit for any of it.
Also, it wasn't just hitting a shoal, because I don't know if we got a cell phone call or we were heading out, but I was part of the first response to this.
Yeah.
And there was something.
You guys were.
There was something else that went down.
Yeah, what happened?
Oh no, there was a whole weird. I mean, like that's the thing is, for an accident to happen on a boat, a whole bunch of things have to happen in order very specifically.
Let's just jump to what I'm talking about.
The engine caught fire.
It caught freaking fire.
In a way that makes I mean, I can go on because we had to sit there and imagine for a long time, like, how did the engine catch fire in this?
When you hit a shoal, there's not like the fuel system's not really involved in that, right? So you hit the shoal.
Yeah, nobody can figure it out.
Well, I know. I have a theory.
Okay.
So we hit the shoal, but like, thank God, Anna. And it was bad enough that it did damage and we couldn't get the boat started and all that kind of stuff. But
it caught on fire.
I can't. I get so distracted. I can't even hold my thing up for a second, and you keep jumping to the end.
I'm gonna leave that part in, guys. I'm leaving that part in.
Well, at any rate, thankfully we weren't going as fast as we were seconds before, because Anna did have a realization of about 3 seconds before we hit anything that we were like in the wrong.
Yeah.
So we hit it with some speed, but bada bing, bada boom, like the engine stops, and like we're kind of panicking and moving fast and trying to figure it out because it's at night and whatever. It's just scary. The blood is up, and we tilt the motor all the way up. We pop the cover. We look inside. We tilt it back. We maybe do that once or twice, even trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
Well, the skig was gone.
Yeah, so but we had to tilt the motor up to look at it. And so we tilted it up and put it back down and then tried to start it anyway. And it was at that moment that it caught fire. So I think what happened is like you hit the shoal, like a bunch of fuel bounced around in that thing. And when we tilted the motor up and back down, it did sort of like a labyrinth thing where it moved the gas or whatever that it bounced out to a place close enough to the spark that when we started it, all of the splash caught fire.
Who knows?
But we of course we had a fire extinguisher right next to us. So I grabbed the paddle and started splashing it.
Which spread the fire.
Right.
I mean, it put it out eventually.
It did put it out. It did put it out. But also at this point, just picture this. I was at this point on the bow of the boat because I could see Death Dealer and I was like, I'm jumping in. I'm swimming. I'm not staying in this boat. And Stephen was like, do not jump in the water. And then that's when I was like, okay, I should just call Steph.
And you did, and we were in a wooden boat leaving the party with like 70 people in this little wooden boat.
Yeah,
and like
over full,
chugging along. And then we almost didn't get your call. And we got your call, and we turned around. We went back. Jeff was we were all in the same boat. Jeff was there.
Yeah,
and we went back and we found you guys.
No pun intended. All in the same boat.
All in the same boat. Yeah. And then not only was it heroic, like you also towed the boat back.
Yeah.
I remember pulling up to you guys and you were just dead in the water. Quite literally, no pun intended, not a figure of speech. And you, Stefan, your eyes were huge. Both of you, your body language was like ready for fight or flight, but also confused and just like
I just put out a gas fire with a paddle.
Yeah. After hitting a rock with your pregnant wife who was ready to jump in the water and swim to an island called let's be clear, swim to an island called Death Dealer, okay?
In Canada.
Yeah.
Swim in Canada, yeah. It's an international incident now.
But isn't there a doctor that lives there? It might not have been that bad.
So bringing it back around, Shep was in your belly. At that point, he was probably absorbing the cosmic energy of that boater safety is very important.
Yes.
And so he's ready for a boater safety course and to get his boat license.
He's heard a lot of stories from all of us, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
so my thing with the in-person is like in our family, our circle of friends, there's a long tradition of the 10-year-old going to take the boater safety course at the Antique Boat Museum in Clayton, which is administered by the Coast Guard Auxiliary. And I hope he's still kicking, but there's a guy named Gary who gets up there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Gary gets up there and teaches the class, and he usually has a buddy there who like fills out the paperwork, and they make sure everybody's, following along. And then they always at the beginning, they figure out who the people with jet skis are. And then they're kind of like a protected class within the class, in the sense that like they get special treatment.
What?
No, but like kind of inverse protected, like unprotected class. Okay. They get special treatment. Like every time there's something that is really important, they go back to the jet skiers and like look them in the eye until they nod their heads. And especially with the no jet skis, jet skis don't have lights, no jet skis after dark. They probably hit that 7 different ways, 14 different times. And that I remember I took the class with MJ when she turned 10.
Okay.
I went in and did it. And I think Missy went in with Toby. And then we probably, since Walker's the third, we probably just like dropped them off. He might have gone.
I was going to say, he probably swam there and like.
He might have gone there with
No,
Sam.
You know what? Mary Jane drove him there, maybe.
Just like, sorry,
that
Walker.
sounds right.
Yeah. But I sat there and I remember MJ like looking around and like, realizing that this was a thing. So that's why it's good. Like, and also Gary's going to impress. Gary's going to emphasize some stuff that needs to be emphasized in the context of boating in the Thousand Islands. Mm-hmm. He's also going to bore the hell out of the kids. And so that's also a rite of passage that's important for them to go through. Steph doesn't believe it.
Last thing, I also think that there's a thing, and maybe this comes, Steph, you can weigh in on this as a teacher person. Like there's something about somebody else telling you something who isn't your grown up, you know?
Yep.
And so just so you know, you two are allowed to say anything you want to scare the SHIT out of Shep about doing dumb stuff.
I'll just tell him stories about his mom. Like,
Well, there's
hey,
no real. I mean, there's no point scaring a 10-year-old. I mean,
No,
if they
you're
had
right,
to take
you're
it
right.
at the age of 16, it'd be a whole different set of rules. But at the age of 10, they're going to be great, right? They're going to
That's
be.
right.
They're going.
Stefan and I were just talking about Leo in the whaler when he was out fishing. He looked like a regular guide at like age 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
He was
I love this about. I love that they can get that boater safety so early. I'll say a couple quick things. Like, I don't care how they do it or that they do it, but I think it's great that they can do it so young. And I'm guessing you guys. I'm guessing he's done a little boating already. Do you guys have a little boat that he's comfortable in?
Yeah,
Or
he's driven the whaler. He's driven the whaler with the new skeg from 10 years ago.
So that's a 17 foot. Just so people know,
Yeah.
he's driving. Yeah.
tell us about Moby.
And he's driven. Sorry.
Tell us about Moby.
Okay, so Moby is 1963 Boston whaler with a industrial hull because it was bought new by my mom's uncle, Harry Holt, who was
They still have the receipt with the handwritten notes.
Yeah, it's kind of a unique thing to have a boat that because we all know boats pass through a lot of people. So it's still in the same family, and he named her Moby Dick, and she's been through a lot, but still solid. I think probably maybe 6 engines at this point.
Currently running an E-Tech 90, if I recall, or is it a 75?
Correct.
Yeah.
It's a 90. Yep. We like to strip all the badges off. So it's stealth mode, and then it got run into by someone in a sailboat at one point. So it's got a cool Phantom of the Opera metal mask thing on one side.
I also I think this is a great boat for kids because unlike modern whalers that have a tall center console that's built for adults, this has the original wooden center console that was put into the
correct
pre-70 to 73 or 74 whaler 17s.
Yeah.
which is a lot shorter.
Right. They were meant to be sat at.
Yep.
But Harry didn't want the seat, so he actually had a board that he would push up and sit on, and we kept that board alive for a long time. I honestly don't know. It could just be lore, but I think we still have the same board. It's been reinforced.
I'm going to guess yes, given the boat license, the receipt with the handwritten. Yep.
Yeah. So, but we use that if you're going to pull it up on something rocky. Your seat becomes your hull protector if you're going to pull it up on a little rocky spot.
Yeah.
But it's a good boat.
I have a quick aside. I have a dream of making a small whaler like runabout that has a center console that has 2 sections like that stack on top of each other.
Cool.
And you basically when you are a kid, you can drive it sitting down or even standing up without having to be on stand on a stack of West Marine catalogs to see over the top of it.
Yeah.
Because that was something with our center consoles. They all have tall, they're tall adult center consoles, and our kids couldn't drive them for a long time. And
got it.
So basically a center console that's modular enough that it can grow with a kid. And I think that would be pretty cool because I think more kids in boating is good. If they're boating, they're not on their phone as much, and they're out there experiencing natural consequences, which are fewer and further between. So yeah. I love sending them to a class, somewhere on the river. And again, hey, we're all in this together. You can even reinforce that as a teachable moment.
Yeah.
And then if your kids are going to be boaters when they're 10, they're not that maniacal. And so the more,
yes.
The more they're out there at that young age, the better, because it's all about just time in the seat. You got to get experience if you're going to be safe.
Right. But I think you're onto something with that particular age band. And I think Steph was saying this too, 10-year-olds are kind of a magical age where they actually want to do the right thing. So it's something in a way I'm like, why don't we give 10-year-olds driver's licenses? I don't know. That's probably a bad idea, but you know what I mean? It's there's something though where they're
exactly.
more,
they're definitely going to try to do it right. and
Yeah.
they're not
Right.
gonna
And so,
that.
and in a way, I think that is a benefit that our kids got or will get, is that they get to do this licensure first. And then when they're a little older, they do cars and other vehicles, but it's like, there's something magical about this age that I think is going to be fun to take advantage of his,
Yeah.
like wanting to do the right thing, but also like, being not scared of it.
Yeah, I think
So
kids driving boats from 10 to 16 are going to be better drivers because they just learn the proprioception of turning a wheel and
Yes.
having something happen. And they also learn head on a swivel, which is important when you're driving.
Yep.
Well, and then
Very
the other
good.
thing that I didn't really think of until my kids were doing this is like it is really, really sweet for them to be able to get themselves places at such a young age, Like, I mean, it's not like you're going to send them to go to the grocery store necessarily on their own at the age of 10, but like,
Unless you're Amish.
but they're gonna, like, they are gonna get to do other things. Like they can get themselves back and forth to work, before any other kids can.
Yep.
And that is really cool. That could be really cool and really giving a lot of independence that they can grow into, which is very cool.
This is
Yes.
a plug for people to find a boater safety course, a boater's licensing course. Do it in person. Send your kids to one in person. Go with them. Sit there. Because then, my kids are all certain that they're right about everything all the time, so that they didn't really have any questions so much. But if your kids are more open to input, then maybe they'll ask you a question and you can put it in the context of the class.
Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Looking forward to boating on the river with you.
It's that time of year
I
where
think-
we're all thinking about it.
I think the other thing too, just to going back to your overall question, like the tips and whatever, I don't know. I mean, it's just being like, there's so much awe involved in seeing, as a parent, it's pretty wacky to watch your kid drive off in a chunk of fiberglass the first time, and like that. It's like most of parenting is a balance between holding on and letting go, but it's a very cool moment for sure as a parent and definitely as a kid too. So enjoy it.
Yeah.
One other, if I may. It was happenstance, but our kids learned in a series of like well-used rigid hull inflatables, small.
Yes. Those are
like-
so cool.
Tiny, a little bit bigger. And now I took it back because it's one of my favorite boats to drive, a 12-foot rib with a 25 on it with a tiny little center console. And it's like I'm a bear on a bicycle in it. But anyway, it really, I'll say that when my kids had access to an outboard powered tiller steered rigid hull inflatable, just a little dinghy, they could go out and putting around, and they weren't worried about like running into anything and hurting it, because a lot of the boating culture gets like, people get real wound up about if God forbid their boat gets dinged by another boat somehow. So my kids could go out and visit their grandparents when their grandparents were anchored out, in South Bay, and pull up, and my dad could calm them down about somebody putting a rub mark on the top sides of his Monk 36, because the kids could just like bounce off of it and it was fine.
Exactly. They're just like driving a giant bumper. I got to drive that bumper this past summer. It was really fun.
They're sweet. I loaned our inflatable to Jay Nash so that Mac could get some reps.
Oh, good.
And it's currently trying to sink, and I got to figure out what's going on and maybe swap the whole hull out from under it. But I would love to include your kids in that.
Awesome. Well, maybe Shep needs to get on under the hull over there and help you repair it.
Stephen, drop them off at the barn shop.
Did you hear that? Drop him off at the barn. He's going to work on the.
Yeah.
Shep's got to get to work.
Yeah. And, you can leave me there for the whole day.
Yeah, leave him there for the whole day. I'll teach him how to drive the 1944 9N, which doesn't want to kill whoever's driving it, but
It might. That's great.
One other, what was I going to say? Inflatable, that.
Shep fixing stuff.
Yeah, no, I ran out of gas on this. This is great.
It happens.
Hey, thank you so much for calling in, both of you.
Yeah.
Shep, you want to say a quick hi? Hi.
Hey, Shep.
Hi.
Is that Connie?
That's actually Morgan, the dog, but
Hey,
Connie, you say hi?
can Shep?
Hi.
Hey, Connie, Shep and Connie, can you hear me? What do you, so Connie, have you listened to any of the Bodhi Show Pirates?
I don't think we have. Maybe that's a good activity for today because we're stuck inside and we still have our pajamas on.
Yeah. MJ and I are intent on the Bodhi Show Pirates being, basically for kids. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
How should we just search Bodhi Show Pirates and we'll find those episodes?
Yeah, you'll there's the first one was Pirate ASMR.
Working like that.
Yeah. So you'll see. They're very distinct.
All right. Well, we'll get you some reviews.
All right. Yeah. Oh God, if one of the kids could leave a review on Apple Podcasts, that would be freaking great.
We'll get that to happen somehow.
Cool. All right. Hey.
Okay. Love you guys.
Love you. Take care.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Steph, how you doing? You good?
I'm good.
Are you tired?
No, I'm relaxed.
Oh, okay, good.
The subtle distinction.
All right. We're gonna blow through a little bit of administrivia. We talked about curling. You've been doing it. You've been watching it.
What's your catch up? You didn't do your catch up.
Yeah. Quick administrivia. So the Bodhi Show email, as it turns out, was shut down by Google as a Gmail account for, I don't know why, violating the terms of service. So I don't know who was doing what with it or what got sent. But anyway, we're done with Gmail because this is the second time that's happened. So it's been dead for like probably 6-8 months. So if you've emailed us, we're very sorry that we couldn't receive it because of that. I changed the email address on the website, thebodhishow.com, so you can get in touch by email again. And we're also, as always, looking to create some sort of community forum for people to engage in. That's so that, maybe email's less of it. The other thing is merch. We're coming up on spring, summer. Bodhi Show hats are still available for sale. thebodhishow.com/merch, MERCH. The hot admin, Melissa, built a friggin' e-commerce website there, so you can order a hat and she'll ship it to you. Maybe she'll even, she'll give it a dab of her perfume if you so desire.
That extra.
I'm going to stop there. Yeah. Oh, my other catch up. I went skiing a bunch in the sweater I got in Iceland.
Oh, okay.
And so I went skiing with Missy wearing the sweater. For the listeners, this is made of Icelandic wool. It's like super fuzzy and hairy because Iceland sheep have an outer coat and an inner coat. I can't wear it unless it's 25 degrees or below. It's so warm. I wear it as outerwear in like low double-digit ski temps, and I'm fine. Anyhow, I went skiing with Missy and I went skiing without Missy. Skiing with Missy, comment after comment, typically from the target demographic, which is a 60 to 70-year-old woman who's a knitting enthusiast.
A knitting enthusiast, yeah.
Maybe they may or may not be, a middle-aged man enthusiast, but they really like the sweater. Multiple times a 65 to 70-year-old active outdoorsy woman would walk up to Missy, not me, and say, "Did you knit that for him?" And she'd say, "What? No." And then I would say I got it in Iceland, and then I'd have a conversation with a woman where she was just like, "Oh, this thing's amazing! Oh, it's so great!" And including a woman who did that, and then came back 2 more times to give me, this was good, to give me instructions on how to launder it appropriately.
Oh, very functional.
Yes, which
Excellent.
Which I then used the other day when I washed all my wool sweaters that had gotten pretty grimy.
Did it involve throwing it in the snow and then like stomping on it and picking it up and throwing it in the snow again?
I didn't. No, not at all.
For some reason, my Instagram feed wants me to know about the fact that we need to wash our rugs by throwing them in snow. I have no idea why.
Somebody's messing with you. That's why.
It's fair. I'm like, also a part of me is like, yes, please. That sounds like so much easier than other ways of washing things. But I haven't done it yet. Shockingly.
Okay. So
I am glad to know that you went full circle on taking the advice of the laundress in question, and it was successful.
Yeah.
Is the sweater now clean and also non-shrunken? It
is. It actually, I asked her what blocking was, and she explained it to me. And it's pretty much you arrange the sweater flat on its back in the exact dimensions that you would want it to be when you were going to put it on. And that way, as it dries, it basically sort of settles back into those dimensions.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, I love all of that.
Okay.
I love a good, and you know how I feel about ski sweaters in general. I'm a big fan.
My eBay feed is full of vintage ski sweaters right now.
Excellent, as it should be.
Yeah. We're not going to really. We already talked about the nor'easter.
We did talk about the nor'easter.
We're about to get pasted by a bunch of snow. It's already happening in New York. All right. Sound on boats. Audio. Music on boats.
This is a follow-up from our last Bodhi show where we said that we haven't really talked about it, so we should talk about it. So
Here we are.
Here we are. I mean, I'm gonna put my own perspective out there. I will say two things. Number one, I've never had a boat that had speakers, so my entire experience with sound on boats is with, like a little like speaker. I often have to hold it next to my head because I like to go fast and dance while listening to music. And then I've never really experienced built-in speakers until I was on my friend's fancy pontoon boat and they had like surround sound, and that blew my mind. So
yeah,
I loved it.
I think in much of our lives, we are now used to having like the little portable, rechargeable, Bluetooth speaker as our source of audio. And sometimes that's good, but often it's like, it's not enough. It's like, okay, we've got music, but it's convenient, but it's not like a booming system.
No, it's not a booming system.
And so you have also done something else with audio on boats, you and Julia in particular. Will you share what that is?
Are you talking about when we shared the iPods?
What
are they called? iPods, AirPods?
No, they're iPods.
Airbuds?
Yeah, they're iPods.
They're not iPods, are they?
No, they're not.
I like to call them Airbuds because they reminds me of the movie with the golden retriever.
You have a match set of earbuds. You put one in your ear and Julia puts the other in her ear. And then what happens?
And then we drove next to each other listening to the same music in the dark in our separate boats. Yes, we did that.
So you drove next to each other, but you were in one boat and Julia was in the other, and it was dark out.
Sharing a set of
iPods, and
yes.
You were able to actually have a dance party.
Yes, a dual boat dance party in the dark, and it was great. We've only done it once, and we just talked about it a lot since then. But yeah, it's a great use case. People keep in mind that you can do that with your Airbud.
Now, I'm gonna bring up another story. So I was hanging out with Two Stroke Scott, and he was very concerned about where he was going to cut holes in the Starcraft that he had fixed up. He fixed up a matched pair of Starcrafts a long time ago.
Yeah.
As great family truckster boats. There's a red one and a blue one, and he's also like a vintage audiophile, and so he's got all these speakers that he's psyched about. He's going to cut a couple of holes to put speakers in because he wants a good booming system. I've always wanted to have like mounted speakers, but in boats, those things never seem to work and the stereo is always broken. I haven't been in a lot of nice boats where the music actually worked though.
Right. I agree with you. Same experience. I feel like it's going to be, it's like it's going to go, something's going to go wrong with those speakers. You're asking for trouble. Speakers that are set into the cushion and the whatever. But if you do, like if somebody has a new boat and it's working, then it's so great.
So I think there's an opportunity here for another Bodhi Show product that doesn't suck, which would be some sort of very boat friendly, could be portable, audio system that, yeah.
And Julia did weigh in on this topic, and she said she has an enormous JBL speaker, right? You've seen that.
Flashing disco lights and...
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like, comes up to like mid-thigh. So
it's got wheels.
She's a big fan of that, that's a great option too. Again, you don't have to build it into anything. You can take it out of the boat when it rains. I don't know. But yeah, but it's loud. It's really loud. It was good.
That's what you want.
So
you want some bass.
There was lots of Highliner, Swinger, JBL cruising.
Just for the record, Highliner's a boat. Swinger is also a boat, and JBL cruising is driving around and having dance parties in boats.
With a really big speaker.
With a really big speaker. All right, great. Old boat ad. I don't remember which button is. And
take your time, Jeff.
I'm gonna just take a stab at it. Shit. No, it wasn't that one.
Do you need me to make you some stickers?
I do need stickers. I've been meaning to make stickers for like a year and a half.
I feel like that's like one of the few things I could really bring to the production of this show.
Yeah. Oh wait, this is like almost the 2-year anniversary of the pilot episode of the Bodhi Show, which
is. I know, next weekend, and we'll be together. So we should make a anniversary.
Yeah.
Show.
We're gonna be at the polar bear dip. Speaking of which, go to riverhospital.org and look for an opportunity to donate money to the polar bear dip. There are lots of teams. I think a bunch of the restaurants and bars and marinas and stuff in the area in the Thousand Islands are having teams.
True.
All right,
true.
Try again.
Okay, go.
Here it is.
Now give us some of them old boat ads.
I found a good one. And if you, dear listener, are interested in old boat ads, go on eBay because there are a lot of pages of magazines tore out that are for sale for like $3 that you can just browse, peruse.
It's a very beautiful ad, I would like to say. I would like everyone to know it's very beautiful.
Yep. So it's a cathedral hull runabout. It's got a split windshield. He's driving. She's riding, of course. And cathedral hull meaning it's got sponsons, which we've covered in the past. So there's a center V and then a couple of, and then like the hull from the pointy part of the V on the very bottom of the boat comes up, goes back down out to another pointy part that's down. These boats look cool and were a big deal for a while. They give you a lot of interior space and stability, but they don't ride very well or rattle your teeth out. Anyhow, ironically, every time I've been in a cathedral hull boat, it's rattled my teeth out. It's pounded up and down, lots of vertical acceleration. So this boat ad for a Johnson starts by saying, ride the softest cloud in the big blue.
It's very nice.
Our 19-foot surfer, here we go. Our 19-foot surfer rides the big blue on our famous Seafoil hull. Tough fiberglass reinforced plastic contoured to act as a shock absorber to create a ride that's soft, level, dry, safe. It leaves a flat wake that's a freeway for skiers, but no trailing tidal wave to leave other boats wallowing astern. Surfer is so goof resistant that even average guys enjoy, quote, seasoned skipper skill and confidence. She's tuned to big water with all the first class appointments that you'd expect. A 200 horsepower Johnson dependable stern drive, wings 9 passengers without panting. Want to ride on a cloud? See your Johnson Boats dealer or write for free full color catalog on the complete line of Johnson Seafoil boats. Johnson Motors, Waukegan, Illinois 60084. Oh, Department PM B1.
Perfection. There's a lot of strange language in that.
Oh my God. I need to go back. Huh. All right. There's like a little subtext here for Seafoil boats. I wonder if Johnson did a partnership with another boat manufacturer. Okay, ready? First in dependability. This is like the sort of tagline underneath that ad. First in dependability. Seafoil boats, Seahorse motors, air buoy, skin diving gear, ski horse, snowmobiles. It's a division of the Outboard Marine Corporation. So those are all divisions of the Outboard Marine Corporation.
Wow.
Seafoil boats, Seahorse motors, air buoy, skin diving gear, ski horse, snowmobiles. Ski horse. That's a good ad.
It's amazing. I want all those things. Like I'm interested in all the various divisions.
You as of all the boaters that I know are the boater that's the most interested in riding on the softest cloud in the big blue.
It's true. I also feel like I don't know. There's a lot to unpack in this. Wings 9 passengers without panting.
Yeah, wings 9 passengers without panting.
What does that mean? Panting? What are they talking about?
I think it means that the passengers aren't panting.
No one's wearing pants. You mean? Is that what you mean? Panted? No, that's different.
Wings 9 passengers without panting.
It must mean without trying hard.
Or no, doesn't it mean that the passengers are all like panting? No.
It means that the engine's not trying hard to push it even with 9 people.
Are you sure? Doesn't it mean that the passengers they're in the boat without panting, which means that they're not wearing pants?
Listen, I'm open to that interpretation, but no. Even though it was the 70s, no. But I do.
This was the 60s, actually, 60s boat ad.
The thing that I like the most about it is that we're not sure what it means. As usual, that makes it better. So great job.
You know what? AI can suck it because somebody sat there and wrote that.
Yes, it's true. It's beautiful. I love it very much. I do want the boat. I like it a lot. I feel like this is very similar to the boat that I grew up in before the Whaler. We had a bow rider Imperial and it was blue, baby blue.
And so then were you riding the softest cloud in the big blue then?
Absolutely.
I'll bet that you weren't. I'll bet that you were getting your teeth rattled.
We were banging all over the place. We were trying to figure out where Alex Bay was at the age of 16 and a half. It was, like we're like, blah, blah, blah. We didn't know how to drive a boat. But it was still fun. I kind of liked that thing. It was very square.
Yeah. These things are cool. If the water's smooth, they're freaking great, right? But
yeah.
I like the ad because when whoever wrote this ad, they knew that these things pounded and would knock your teeth out. They knew it, right? Because they've been in the boat. The cathedral hulls have been out for a little while. So they went hard at the marketing message. Like, no, it doesn't pound. No.
Create a ride that's soft.
This doesn't pound.
Dry.
You want this boat because softest cloud, right? Yeah.
They're just lying, I think is what you're saying. They were they were just flat out lying. But it was like, that's a bold choice. They went all in.
Fiberglass reinforced plastic contoured to act as a shock absorber to create a ride that's soft, level, dry, safe. That is exactly the opposite experience that I had in one of these boats. The first time I ever drove in a Cathedral Hull, it was a Dixie, and we were in like, I don't know, somewhere on the Jersey coast, and it was with family friends, and I don't know, listener Sam, I think he was there with me, maybe listener Julia too, and that thing sucked. And there was nothing in it that was acting as a shock absorber. Now, it wasn't a C-foil, right?
That's the difference.
I guess so.
Yeah, ye of little faith.
Okay.
What's the difference between a Cathedral Hull? We called ours a tri-hull. It's the same thing.
Same deal.
Okay. All right. Well, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I love this ad. I would put it on my wall.
Yep. For $3, buy it now on eBay. You could do that. All right. Next segment, call in Q&A. Oh, we've already done that. All right. But we have another question. We have a question from listener Christy.
Oh yeah, we do. It's a good one. Do you want to read it?
I'll read it. Christy, I have one. Although I think maybe you covered this with Blake and Patrick a bit. We did. We need a new family boat. Something that will fit all of us, 5 plus friends. So maybe 8 minimum. Outboards only. We'd like to see our engines. Would love a center console and dual console recommendation. I am old school, so paying more than $10,000 for a boat is hard to wrap my head around, but we are ready to spend some money on this and expect to have it until it needs to be replaced. So that's why I'm looking for opinions. I'm afraid of expensive mistakes. 26 feet max because of docking. So if you have time to do my research for me, I appreciate it.
This is an interesting one for me. Here are my initial thoughts, which is I couldn't agree more about liking to see your engine. But these boats are getting a little big for outboards-ish, 26. I agree that 26 would be the biggest boat I would want to drive to. I think putting 8 people in a boat, you're going to have this question of where to put everyone, right? So how much what jumps to your mind? Enough seating for 8 people. There aren't a ton of boats that do that with an outboard, are there? Especially not in a, center console.
Well, do you think this is shuttle or cruise?
Well, I mean, I think if we asked Christy, I bet she'd say both. Because if you want to be able to get in that boat with your friends, the assumption would be that you're going to have a nice time in addition to just getting to and from.
I mean, there's the obvious answer.
Grady White.
No.
Not one of those metal ones. Oh, pontoon boat.
Yep.
Yes, that was my first reaction too. I feel like we should call Christy right now because I would love to hear her reaction to that.
Yeah, Christy, we're wholeheartedly recommending a pontoon boat. That's your only option. You have to get a pontoon boat, full stop.
It's going to have awesome sound, which we just covered a minute ago. It's going to have great sound.
If it's new, but actually that's not going to work out because you want something for under $10,000, which is going to be a hammered pontoon boat. If there were speakers, they've got mice living in them.
Yeah, that's a good point. So this is our recommendation after much thought, as you can tell. Hammered pontoon boat with non-working speakers. Yep. And some it could have some 80s vibes on the upholstery.
Yeah.
And it's going to be great. You're going to have so much fun.
That's it. We've done your research for you. Full stop.
Done.
Now, any other listeners who may have the same requirements, Christy has her answer. Christy has her answer, and any other answer should be completely discounted, disregarded. She's got to get a pontoon boat.
I can't wait. I'm already looking forward to a ride on that pontoon boat this summer. Let's go.
It's a good thing Christy has multiple boats because if she wants to spend $10,000 for a boat that can haul 8 people around, I'm going to assume she means engine included. The engine's going to shit the bed pretty quickly, and that's why you need a pontoon boat because then you can at least hang out in it while it's tied up at the dock.
It'll fit nicely in the boathouse, like that little. They've got a little dock right underneath there. They can just hang out in there.
I want to recommend they get one of the old school ones with the roof and the slide, but I don't think that's a good idea because
fit the boathouse.
If there's a high water year, the roof could end up getting crushed under the roof of the boathouse,
right?
Which would be hilarious. So actually, Christy, yes, you need to get a beater pontoon boat with an engine that's going to crap out on you. It needs to have a roof and a water slide because that's amazing and you should totally get one. And your friends can get up on the roof and slide off. And you should definitely, real early in the season, just put it out there on the island in the boathouse because it'll be fine.
That is your excellent advice.
Thank you. But
I bet she could get a pretty nice pontoon boat for $10,000.
Christy is one of my favorite boaters because I remember one day I didn't even know her. She showed up with 2 little kids in a beater bow rider, a beater of a bow rider that just ran. and the carpet was peeling up and everything was, all the vinyl was cracked. And she was like, "Hi, what's going on?" She'd been like stuck on the island with 2 little kids. And she's like, "I gotta get out of here." And she threw him in this boat and she showed up. And she's one of the funniest people that we know.
It's true.
When you get her going. And, I was so impressed. I'm like, "What is this?" She's like, "Oh, this is just the Sea Ray. It's just a piece of shit, but it gets, starts and goes. Why don't you just get another old Sea Ray like that? It'd be a little nostalgic."
You want to be able to see your engine, Jeff. Pay attention.
Yeah, you can get those with outboards. Not for less than...
Really?
Sure.
I do. Was that the day we were at the beach?
Might have been.
Showed their kids.
She
Anyway,
like came throttling in, beached this thing.
It was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. It was wonderful. So many good options. So many good options.
No,
You gotta go
only.
pontoon.
No, there
You
aren't.
gotta go
Yeah, there aren't a lot of good options. Really, just the pontoon boat. Yeah. Julia would concur with us, as you know.
Yeah.
Just put out on the record, like, Julia's got a lot, like, she projects a lot of hate for pontoon boats, but she actually loves them. She does. She loves them because that's like a dance floor.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Other listeners who may have the same requirements, do we have other ideas for them?
Other listeners that have the same requirements.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of boats I don't know these days. Like everyone's like, I don't like. There's a lot of boats I don't like the styling, like the Key West thing. That whole, I'm not into. I personally just don't love it. So I think it's just that my style. I like older boats. I like the way older boats look.
Key Wests have an enthusiast market, so that means that they kind of hold their value, which is good for when you want to get rid of it. And people might take care of them a little bit better, so you could buy a used one that's not completely hammered.
I like a Mako. I think Makos are kind of hot looking.
Yeah.
And we can get those in outboards, but who knows what the seating's going to be.
This is a great candidate for old boat, new motor.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. And a strong, decent hull. Hopefully, something that looks kind of interesting, not whatever boring. But just slap a good engine on it. So you're gonna have to put more than $10,000 into the whole shebang, but it's gonna be worth it because the motor's gonna run forever.
You could. I'd look hard. Not Christy because she's getting a pontoon boat, but everybody else. I'd look hard at a center console Mako going into it, knowing that you're going to repower it. So maybe looking for a boat that has a blown motor, because sometimes those will come at a discount, or no motor, and that'll definitely come at a discount because everybody thinks they want a boat that comes with a motor, but what you really want is a brand new motor that starts and runs every time and that you can rely on for the next 15 years. And you slap that thing on an old boat, you get the lights working, and you don't worry about whether or not the deck is a little soft in one spot, because who cares?
And then the problem with that is I can't imagine a Mako having seating for 8.
Yeah, but if she's open to a center console, I don't think she's worried that much about.
I agree.
Lounging.
That was why it was a bit of a it's confusing to me.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I'm guessing with
me,
the friend.
I you know how I feel about center consoles. Like I don't need those in my life anymore, unless it's just me running around. Like they're just like, I don't know, they're more fun for the person driving than everybody else. So I'm not into it. But
we're gonna put a marker down. You're not into center consoles, ladies and gentlemen. Sunday, February 22nd, 2026, 1:50 p.m. Eastern.
I'm just like not into that anymore. I'm just sort of not into it anymore. It's true. It's true. They have their place and they can be fun, but they're not fun for anyone else. That's it. I'm a little
5 plus friends, 8, 3 friends. My guess is that means that she's cool with throwing people in a center console to run to shuttle, but then also to like go over to Rock Island to hang out or run up to the beach to hang out or whatever, like not, leisurely cocktail cruise. So a center console is good because, it's like there's room to stand. So you're less sensitive to pounding because you're up on your feet.
Stand up and hold on.
Yeah. I think an old Mako would be cool.
Yeah. I kind of like that too.
We're going to actually use this as a segue
to what do we got next?
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, it's Dockdeals Boat of the Week.
Stable and sleek. Check out that vessel, baby, isn't she sweet? It's the boat of the week, the boat of the week. Ooh, how I love me, the boat of the week. Da 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 da. Hey, yeah, let's check out the boat of the week.
That's right, listeners. This is the Boat of the Week segment sponsored by Dockdeals, which is not actually true. Dockdeals is an Instagram account run by a mysterious individual who lives somewhere in the Eastern time zone, but not on the East Coast. Freshwater boater, has a superpower of finding cool boats Started posting on Instagram while looking for a boat to buy and posting all the ones that stood out to him. But he was going to pass on. That grew the account. I've been following. Had one conversation with this fine person couple 3 years ago. Still going strong. There's a website now where if you want to get the listings before he posts them and they get a lot of attention, you can. And there was a rumor. He and I exchanged texts. There was a rumor about maybe some boat soap.
What?
Yeah, Steph, it's soap you use to wash your boat.
Like, I just realized why that's so funny, because you just don't explain what it was, and it still makes no sense to me. I don't understand.
So I'm working on pulling up the Instagram on my phone, which I buried since our email's been broken for an indeterminate amount of time. We haven't been able to receive any Boat of the Week submissions that people may have sent in. So this is actually a segment based on my dysfunction and our general lack of care and attention to the administrative components of the Boaty Show.
Yeah, it's just we had a little quick and dirty version. It's good.
So what you can do, listeners, is to follow along. Go on Instagram, find Dockdeals, follow Dockdeals. And we're going to discuss a couple of the boats that appear here. Steph, you're going to...
Are we going to discuss the ones that I sent you?
No, you're going to tell me which one, and I'm going to look at it because I can't do two things at once.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, you will not be surprised by the ones I selected, and they came in two different categories. One is hot and one is cheap. So
That's you in a nutshell. Hot and cheap. That's the episode name, ladies and gentlemen. Mic drop. Mic drop.
yeah, thank you for that. I'm glad we're all on the same page. So yeah.
Wait, no, Jay gave me some notes that I shouldn't laugh too much. Or he's like, I should laugh, but like maybe not laugh as much. So I'm trying not to be like too much maniacal laughing. Just for you, Jay. Thanks for the notes. Jay Nash, ladies and gentlemen.
I think somebody just tried to FaceTime or anyway, it's fine. The first one is hot, and it's Brothers 40 tug, 1956 Russell Brothers, $35,000.
Oh,
It looks
it's
like a
good.
tugboat.
Yeah, it's here we go. Originally commissioned for the Canadian Coast Guard. Friggin', that's hot. It's hot. This is like
Has my attention already.
hot for lots of reasons. So it's a tugboat, right?
Yes.
Plumb bow goes straight up and down. The foredeck area is up tall. There's a pilot house back. Pretty traditional, small square windows, doors on the side, little overhanging roof over that. Behind that, a very low deck house with round portholes, so that you like the round portholes.
You know how I feel about a round porthole.
That makes it hot. And it's got like a legitimate dry stack exhaust. That means, there's like what would otherwise be like an old steamship chimney, funnel smokestack coming up, and then running up the middle of that are a few exhaust pipes. Dry stack means you're not actually injecting water into the exhaust. It just goes up and out, which actually is a good way to isolate vibrations from the boat because you just run it up straight and it puts the exhaust sound up and above the work people on the boat. And then behind that, there's like a really sweet, pretty big after deck for a tugboat. It's got sort of I've got my phone set to black and white for weird Jeff reasons, but that's not good. Third person's never good. What color is the hull?
It's black and white, but there is red just above the water line, just like a line above the water. I don't know what you call that.
That's a very traditional bottom paint color, red lead.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And then there's a little bit of red on the top of the pilot house too, like a red stripe. And then it looks like a little red awning that goes around the front. Can you see that?
This thing has you written all over it.
Yeah. I mean, it's really was made for me and it should be mine. Can you read could you go ahead and read the name of this vessel for me?
Is this like, are you trying to make me sound like an asshole?
No, I think,
Let's spell it. Yes. All new.
Do you think it's all new?
All new. Oh, I got the pun.
Because that would make me happy.
I think it's all new. That's the pun.
Yes.
AULNEAU. AUL all NEAU.
NEAU. New. Don't you love it? Do you love it?
I love it.
I love it too.
It's got really tall white lettering. And all new is on the back. Oh, this thing's gorgeous. I can't believe this is only 30 grand.
No, we
This
need
thing
to go
is-
get it right now.
That'd be such a sweet road trip to bring it from. Well, let's go read. Originally commissioned for the Canadian Coast Guard, she was repowered with a Detroit 471, which is a big diesel engine, and had a conversion to recreational use in 2005. Freshwater until 2019 when she was purchased in Toronto. She has since been used primarily as an Airbnb. Just sitting there. Electronics are dated, but everything is operational. Slip can be transferred at Providence Marina. No trailer. Go to the dockdeals.com for listings. Become a member and never miss a deal. So a plug for Dockdeals because he's giving us content today. Thank you. Oh, that's why it looks so residential inside because it's been an Airbnb.
Yeah. But like, can you tell me, generally, when you look at this boat hull, does this boat say to you, like, this hull is going to be solid? Like, you're not going to have to worry about it a lot? Or does it sound like anyone's guess? Like, is it metal through and through, you think? It's all metal, right?
I don't know. I
doesn't
don't think this is a wood boat.
No, I don't think so either. I have a metal boat and it's not perfect, but I'm just sort of like curious because I really, oh, look at that other boat hanging out there with it. That's kind of nice too. I love this boat. It's just amazing. It's perfect. It's like looks housey on the inside. And
Yeah, like there's
worky-boaty.
kitchen tile around the galley sink.
Yeah, but like totally worky boaty on the outside. And look at the beautiful, like the helm. Like there's a brass, what do you call that thing? Throttle.
Yeah, that binnacle. It's a binnacle. We discussed this.
Binnacle. There you go.
Yep.
And it has like a super classic shippy wheelie, and it's just beautiful.
This
I
thing's
love
got
it.
you written all over it. Yeah.
Everybody wants this boat though. It's not just me. I bet it's already sold.
Nah,
You don't want it?
I don't want it. No, I don't want it.
Why not? There's a cat on the smokestack, Jeff. A black cat.
You're right. Is it an actual cat? I can't see.
It's a painting of a cat.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought it was the cat sitting up
It's
there.
not like a cat.
I hope it doesn't
No, but,
burn its
I'm
little
gonna-
furry bung.
I'm gonna go see this thing. I'm gonna go hang out there. I'm gonna go visit it. I'm
You-
gonna look it up on the Airbnb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rent it out.
All right, good.
That's what's gonna happen.
Russell Brothers 40. I'm gonna guess it's a commission for the Canadian Coast Guard. Doesn't say when it was built. It's probably a steel hull.
So the only way to get a boat like that from point A to point B is to drive it in the water, correct?
Yeah, but it's in Toronto, so that's awesome.
No, not anymore. I think it's in Rhode Island now.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's less awesome.
No, that's more awesome. That's more of a road trip. But you were covering up your microphone.
Oh, sorry. So just to be clear, I know it doesn't come with a trailer, but you can't trailer this boat, right? It's too big.
You could have it shipped over the road, but you'd pay a lot of money to a specialty hauler.
Okay. All right. Well, I will. More soon, but that more to come on this boat. I love it.
All right.
I love
So
it very much.
is that hot and cheap? Is that it checks both of your boxes?
No, this one was the hot category.
Okay. What's next?
Let me pull up cheap category. So if you're looking at your Dockdeals grid, you're looking for $1,600, 1988 Chauson Sundowner 30 tug.
You're all about the tugboat today.
Today it's a tugboat day. I miss boats. I miss them a lot. It's freaking February.
And there's
Did
nothing
you
but ice.
find it?
Oh, all right. Cheap. $1,600 Sundowner 30 auction. So $1,600 might have been the reserve auction. The reserve at the auction, right? Like that's not what it sold for.
Oops, sorry. I just turned the music on by accident. But yeah, talk about cheap.
Although it was an auction, so that might have been the starting price or the bid price at auction ends February 24th at 2 p.m. So it's sold. You can go look it up.
No, 224 is like tomorrow.
Oh, so you can still buy it. I wonder
Yeah.
what the bids are up at. You have to go to dockdeals.com for listings to find out.
Okay, I'm gonna go because look inside.
This thing's got you all over it. Mid-century modern-ish boat, teak and holly sole. So like it's got dark wood planks with light wood inlay between them. That's teak and holly. This has more wood than I would expect you to like.
I like it a lot. I love the wood. It has the right.
It
It's like
has the right price.
Well, yes, but also it's the right kind of wood. I really like it. I really like it. I do. I really like it. I don't know. How do I say things about it? It looks comfortable. It looks fairly bright.
Yeah.
It looks kind of biggish. You're sitting above,
This was a really nicely fit out boat in 1988, right? This was like you bought this in 1988. You were buying something that was spec'd real good, like real nice. And it looks like an old school sort of commercial fishing boat scaled down. So not a trawler, but not like an old timey sort of trawler. It's got that forward canted windshield thing.
Yep.
With an overhang.
Yep. And it's got a bunch of canvas, just neither here nor there. But the interior space is nice, and I love the look of it from the outside. It reminds me of a Nordic tug.
So Dockdeals description. These modern, Nordic tug, but those are really expensive. So you like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
These modern tugs are never cheap. She looks well used. That could be like very, very used, or like well used, but well. I think it means she's pretty hammered and has seen some sun. However, she doesn't look abused.
Well used, but not abused. Okay.
Powered by a 90 horsepower Lehman diesel with 4,000 hours. That's actually not too bad. Lehman Lehman and Ford made diesels together, or Lehman used Ford blocks to make diesels. My guess is this is a straight 6, 90 horsepower straight 6, 4,000 hours. If somebody changed the oil on that thing and ran clean fuel through it, then that's fine. That's like a tractor engine that's was built to run forever in all sorts of industrial applications. So that's a good sign for you, Steph. Big displacement, low horsepower, and a diesel is always good. Seller states that the engine is in working order. Last used in 2026. Probably a typo.
Now.
5 kilowatt generator. Seller states she is in need of bottom paint.
Aren't we all?
Aren't we all? No trailer. Sundowner 30. This is...
So what do you think it would go for when it went to... I mean, and I guess nobody knows. I guess I have to like log on and find out. I'm very curious. I mean, that is so inexpensive.
There's a moment right now where like there aren't a lot of people that want this boat.
I want it. And I think that, I don't know, I'm concerned about the houseboat. As you know, we've got some serious issues to address this year. Mm-hmm. So this might be the new houseboat.
Yeah. It's got a real nice bimini over, it's got a trunk cabin, meaning that there's a...
What's that? Would you like to say more?
Trunk cabin. It's got a trunk cabin, which means that behind the pilot house where you drive, there's a low deck house, and that is in the back, which is why it's trunk. I called it a deck house on your Brother 40 tugboat, but on a recreational boat, you'd call it a trunk cabin.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's got a place to chill out up on top of the trunk cabin, the low cabin where there's going to be a bed and a berth, and a head bathroom.
All right. Okay.
Oh, you forgot about all your body language. Okay.
I did. I know it's been too long. I really need some flashcards. Like
we haven't been practicing. Oh, that's a good Bodhi Show product that doesn't suck. Flashcards.
Flashcards. I love flashcards.
This thing's sweet. All right, I get to pick one.
Are you going to pick a new category, or are you going to go with hot or cheap?
I'm going new category. I'm going with redonkulous. The new category is redonkulous.
Okay, what's the price on it first?
$4,040. One thing I love about Dockdeals, when I spoke with him on the phone once upon a time, he was very reserved and just kind of chill and everything. But he's got quite the sense of humor as well. The fact that he's very reserved, at least on the phone with me like 2 years ago. But then he posts this. It's a home-built toy. It looks like a yellow submarine with two big white outboard pontoons on it. Okay. Seller says she weighs somewhere between 5 and 10,000 pounds. Detail oriented.
This is the next line. Next line's the best.
Kind of guy you want to buy a submarine off of.
That is.
This is what I'm talking about with Dockdeals, and a sense of humor.
Trailer included. So good. That is quite a compliment.
The trailer thing is a bit with him because he'll post some boat and it'll be clear that it's not a trailerable boat, and then people like in the comments are like, "But does it have a trailer? Why does it have a trailer?"
That's like the first question people ask. Does it come with a trailer? Okay, could you please advance to the next pictures? Which
can I read the hashtags?
Oh yeah, go.
All right, I'm gonna read a few that are like fine, but the last one is the punchline. Hashtag yellow submarine. Hashtag Dockdeals. Hashtag submarine. Hashtag just for fun. Hashtag what's going on?
Man, I'll tell you, the second picture is fine. The third picture is like fine. It's like bizarre. It's crazy. Like it's got holes where there shouldn't be holes. I don't think it floats. And then there's pictures of must be the inside, and it looks like the inside of like a nuclear facility. And it gets great. What's happening?
It's got stenciled lettering on the bow of it, and then on the back of the conning tower, like the pilot house, that says, can you read it?
Secret Project.
Cape. Secret Projects Naval Experimental. Secret Projects Canadian Naval Experimental.
Okay.
Oh, I like it. It's got round portholes, Steph.
It does have round portholes. The interior leaves a bit to be desired.
And in this picture, there's a planter on the roof.
Planter for plants?
Oh, they have a boat garden, except it's a submarine garden, Steph. They're probably growing Bloody Mary ingredients.
You probably. I don't know, Jeff. I can see you're trying to sell it to me with all your round porthole talk, but I'm not like so far. I'm not feeling like this is
Trailer's
that
got
big round thing.
Trailer's got mag wheels. Yeah.
Well, wait. What does this say? Same thing. Special projects.
No, this thing's meant to go underwater. There's a directional electric motor up on the front. Can I read the description again? Seller says she weighs somewhere between 5 and 10,000 pounds. Detail oriented, kind of guy you want to buy a submarine off of.
This thing would immediately sink to the bottom of whatever water body it's put into. Let's be honest.
I could fix it.
Yeah. There's your codependent boat personality. Yes. This one's for you, Jeff.
Thank you, Dockdeals, for getting us through the winter. Okay. Kind of guy you want to buy a submarine off of.
Yeah, he's real detail oriented.
All right, I'm going to leave that laughing and coughing in for Jay Nash. That's laughing for you, Jay. This is my passive aggressive response to your notes. Okay, discuss. There's 2 tugboats, one hot, one cheap. And one thing that's not a boat. 3 categories: hot, cheap, and redonkulous.
Redonkulous. I don't know. I mean, you know how I feel. I don't even know how I would decide between my 2 tugboats. The Yellow Submarine scares me in many, many ways.
But it makes you laugh like that. You just laughed in a good way.
Yeah, it's I mean, it does make me laugh. If somebody else owned it, I'd be fine with it.
What did Anna say at the top? What did Anna say at the top? The triumvirate.
Wait, what?
What did Anna say at the top of the episode?
I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
Be safe, have fun, and kind of dangerous. Tugboats, your 2 tugboats only check safety and fun. There's no danger involved.
There's no safety involved in your Yellow Submarine.
It's yellow. It's high vis. It's high vis.
You got a black and white phone.
That's true.
What? I also know how tired you are of my obsession with tugboats. So I'm certainly willing to compromise. I'm going to say I love my 2 tugboat options. I think the hot one is the hottest. I would go for, that's my number 1 pick.
You'd do well with that, even though it's $35,000 listed. The Detroit 471, I think that's a much bigger, more complicated diesel engine than the Ford Lehman 690 tractor engine with 4,000 hours. But that 88 boat has been just run since 1988, and the Brother 40 tugboat got a big refresh in, I think it was 2005.
Yeah, I do like reliable. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Think about how I love the extra deck space on that one. We could all ride on it. We could be on it together.
Yeah.
We could. It looks very it looks like it could handle the weather, right?
Well, the weather would just sort of happen around it while it did its own thing.
I love that.
That's you. That is you right there. We've been talking a lot about how you have your own reality, and as you go through life, the actual reality around you warps to fit your reality. You want to tell us?
And what did I say to you? I said, I wish that were true.
I'm not saying that it completely warps, but it does warp, because you told me that what's happening at the downtown in Alex Bay this summer. Are you ready to talk about that, or should we leave that
I think we're going to have some regular warm up. Yeah, we're going to have some regular dance parties at a club, but it's the early bird dance party version. Yeah, so we've been working on this concept for a while, and we're going to get that up and going.
But as a fundraiser for the hospital, which is your job.
As a fundraiser for the hospital, hopefully, yes, that is the
So you want nothing more than to go have a dance party at a nice middle-aged hour.
Yes, correct. That's what I want. I want to dance in a club from 5 to 9 and be in bed by 10. That's what I want.
So this is going to be potentially a fundraiser for the hospital. Very good. You also invented a cocktail last winter when you were flying down to Florida. You got a blue drink.
Oh yeah. This actually, I was at a memorial service in Chameau, and they were serving ice holes. which was basically like an orange vodka tonic, but it has a little bit of blue curacao in it and a bunch of Swedish fish. And it looks so much like ice fishing or jumping in the frozen St. Lawrence River. So yeah,
It's the ice
we're gonna
hole.
make those. We're gonna make the ice holes for polar bear dip.
For
That's
polar
true.
dip. So this is you warping. The reality warps around you into your reality, but like not in every category, just in a few. All right, we need to decide on boat of the week.
Yeah, how does this help us decide which boat is going to be boat of the week, Jeff? You gotta weigh in.
We
here.
have not anticipated submerged travel. And so I don't know that right now we can actually include the Yellow Submarine in our definition of boat.
Or does it get to be its own category like the sailboats and then they both win?
You are warping my reality to yours, which is that everybody wins all the time.
At least everybody who deserves to win should win. They should both deserve to win.
Dude, that
I think it's fair. It is its own kind of boat. It's not, what do we have?
sailboats, not basically non-powered sail. We've done that before.
Non-powered, powered.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen,
And underwater boats.
the Yellow Submarine that weighs somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 pounds
10,000 pounds.
is your underwater boat of the week. Okay. And between the two tugboats, sounds like the Brother 40
Yes.
is your boat of the week.
It's the boat of the week. Stay asleep. Check out that vessel, baby. Isn't she sweet? It's the boat of the week. The boat of the week. Ooh, how I love me, the boat of the week. La 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 da da da. Hey, yeah, let's check out the boat of the week.
Let the whole shebang play because we don't hear it often enough in our lives. Hey, that is our show. I want to thank Dockdeals for doing what he does. And want to thank Christy for her text question. Want to thank Anna for calling in, and Stefan for getting roped into that, and Shep and Connie for piping up. Want to thank you, dear listeners, for sticking with us as we keep doing the Bodie Show, but in our own time.
Navigate the waters.
Want to thank you, Stephanie, for being my best friend. And
Always a pleasure.
I've missed doing this with you. I'm glad we're doing it today. That's all I'm going to say.
I agree. And just so you know, I was just poking around on Dockdeals a second ago. I saw a Mako for Christy. So I just sent it to you so we can talk about that next time.
Oh, what's that?
It's a little out of her price range, but it's hot.
It might not need a motor. Oh, that's a good. Oh, it's got twins. What?
I'm going to send it to her right now. Drive that boat.
This Mako 261 has undergone two major so it's a Mako 261 listed for 37 grand. Undergone two major refits, good sign, in her life. The last was 2011. Pretty good. Same owners for the past 22 years. All grip paint, new tanks, upgraded electronics. Twin Evinrude E-Tech 200 horsepower engines with 730 hours professionally maintained. That is a good deal at 37 grand.
Yep. I love it.
If this was a freshwater boat, that would be a steal, except I see palm trees in the background of the pictures.
Maybe it's only been there for a little while, but could we agree it is hot?
Yeah.
That's a nice looking boat.
It's got a little bit of that southern flair in the gunnel up front.
Yeah. I love that about the Mako, that little bump, that little rise
Mm-hmm.
on the gunnel.
Yep.
They all have that. I can't tell what the interior seating is like, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, that's it. We'll update listeners soon on where either that or a pontoon boat.
Don't send that to Christy. She doesn't get a pontoon boat. I mean, I'm sorry, she doesn't get a Mako. She gets a pontoon boat. Gray's gonna love it. Gray's gonna be totally comfortable on the pontoon boat, Christy. And you should probably do more for your husband when it comes to the boats. Tell him I said that.
Extra points. Well, this has been great.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you for a fun day.
Hey, wait.
Yo ho ho, that's it for the Bodie Show. Pack the cooler, grab the lines, let's go, go, go. Yo ho 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 ho.
That's it for the Bodie Show.
That's it for the Bodie Show. Thank you, listeners, for sticking with us. We love you. If you're in the mid-Atlantic, upper mid-Atlantic, good luck with the storm. Still raining here in Philly. No snow yet. And go cruise Dockdeals. Because it's that time of year for boat daydreaming.
Go get your boats.
All right. Bye, Steph.
Bye.
The Bodie Show is hosted by Stephanie Weiss and me, Jeff Pennington. Music by Jay Nash. Check him out at jnash.com and on social media. Audio production by me, Jeff Pennington. Check out my other podcast, You Teach the Machines, co-hosted with one of our younger demographic liaisons, my daughter MJ. You can find it anywhere you get podcasts. If you're interested in advertising with us, please get in touch with us at thebodieshow.com.